All right, so we have some breaking news coming in. TMC Minister Partha Chatterjee has broken his silence. When he was coming out of the hospital, he was saying, I tried to contact my leader but couldn't get through. So that's very important there because he's very close to Mamata Banerjee, a minister who's been with her for many years. That we know that TMC has distanced themselves from these raids. And this is Partha Chatterjee's first reaction post his arrest. He said he tried to contact his leader. He means Mamata Banerjee, of course, but that he couldn't get through. Shaugato, you are at the court right now, but do bring us more perspective on this statement. What does it say?
Well, obviously, Partha Chatterjee would be trying to contact his leader, he would obviously try to give his side of the story. And his side of the story, there is, we don't need to be extremely intelligent to understand that what his side of the story is, and that side of the story is that he is being victimized by the central agency, which is the general route that the BJP has taken for all parties which are opposed to the center across the states in India, and that's the reason why ED is currently targeting him, is what Partha Chatterjee would like to say. That's what is most likely. But his side of the story, and obviously given some of the statements that have come from other leaders of the party, spokespersons like Kunal Ghosh, who went on to say yesterday in a formal tweet from his official Twitter handle, stating that the money that has been recovered has got nothing to do with the Trinamool Congress, and the individuals themselves would be responsible for defending themselves against such recoveries. They or their lawyers concerned can do whatever is required to defend themselves. The party will not take responsibility, and this has nothing to do with the party, is what Kunal Ghosh had said yesterday. From then on, obviously, there is no communication of any sort from the Trinamool Congress camp so far. There is a radio silence that we see over the last several hours now, given the fact that Partha Chatterjee has already been arrested. Even after that arrest, there has been no communication from the Trinamool Congress's side. We did see, of course, a formal press conference from the Trinamool Congress yesterday, addressed by Chandrima Bhattacharya and Kunal Ghosh jointly, in which the Trinamool Congress said that the kind of pressure that is being put on our leaders, if that leads to any kind of physical or mental illness on the leaders, then there would be severe repercussions from the Trinamool Congress. So that was a threat, that if Partha Chatterjee is taken ill physically or otherwise mentally, then there would be repercussions, threat of repercussions on the ground, is what the Trinamool Congress had said yesterday. But after the arrest today, since this morning, there have been no formal statements from the Trinamool Congress's end. So under the circumstances, Partha Chatterjee coming out with that information that he was trying to get in touch with his leader, which of course you have rightly pointed out is Mamata Banerjee, and has not been able to do so, is significant. Significant because obviously Partha Chatterjee would be looking forward to support and backup from the Trinamool Congress, and that would depend upon the nod of the supreme leader of the party, which is Mamata Banerjee. Whether or not Trinamool Congress does that is something that we will have to wait and watch. Meanwhile, the opposition, namely the BJP and the left, have taken this up as a full-blown political weapon in their hands and are going to town with it. There will be protests on the streets.
Shaugato, request you to stay with us because our colleague Kamalika Sengupta is also joining us. Kamalika, big developments there. Partha Chatterjee saying he tried to contact Mamata Banerjee, was unable to. He has been arrested by the ED, finished his medical test and has made his way out of there. Now, will he be taken to court after this? And also tell us, has Arpita been arrested, and are there any more impending arrests? We know that Partha Chatterjee's secretary as well has been arrested. Shukanto has been arrested. What else are you hearing? Can we expect more arrests today?
That's what we are getting it from the sources, from the ED sources say that there are more people who are likely to get arrested today itself, because it's a huge scam. The scam is, there is a lot of money laundering. So the money trail has really to be analyzed. So Partha Chatterjee, his close aide Arpita, his former secretary Shukanto, along with them other people too will be arrested. So yesterday we have seen that there were raids more than 15 places in all over Bengal, and right now Partha Chatterjee came out, he will be taken to court. That's what we are getting in sources. But the most important thing is obviously when he was coming out, as Shobhata was also pointing out, he said that he tried to contact his leader. Now, this is the big question, that whether, like since yesterday night, we have seen that the party is not in a mood to get into this, because the first statement that has been given by the party spokesperson, as well as the General Secretary Kunal Ghosh, is that the party has no links with this. So having said that, and if we see from the morning, silence which Trinamool Congress has kept till now, there's no statement, there is no allegation. We are getting it from our sources in Trinamool that there might happen, that there might be some steps taken against Partha Chatterjee, because the party is not at all ready to accept that the amount of money which has been recovered, it has any relation with Trinamool Congress whatsoever. But keeping all these things aside, who is Partha Chatterjee? If we analyze it, Partha Chatterjee is the Secretary General of Trinamool Congress. He was there with Mamata Banerjee from the very first day. He is a very important minister in the cabinet from 2011. He has been the minister from 2006. He has been holding this important portfolio of Education Minister till 2021. He is the member of the Disciplinary Committee of Trinamool Congress. He's one of the most important members in that committee. So having, if you see his weight is much more in Trinamool Congress. So for that reason, when Partha Chatterjee gets arrested, then it definitely puts Trinamool Congress in the back foot, and obviously this is the big thing for BJP. Now they can encash that. But what we are getting from inside sources, that the party is absolutely shrugging off their connection with this scam. Partha Chatterjee definitely is their minister. But what has happened inside, how the scam took place, what is it inside? What is the inside story?
All right. Kamalika there telling us that more arrests are expected today. There are raids underway in Kolkata with connection to the SSC scam.